Welcome back to another episode of SCL News. I'm your host, SCL Matt, and today is Monday, September 26th. Not a lot of big, hard-hitting news this week, so it's going to be a little more of a highlight, recap, update type of thing. I want to cover Wave 1. I haven't done this too much in video form yet, so Wave 1 is going to include the 3 starter packs. The Standard Starter Pack, the Crash Edition, and the Dark Edition. Here in the US, the Dark Edition is only going to be available at GameStop. That's different in other countries I know, but here in the US, it's only at GameStop. And it's also worth noting that the Dark Edition is not available for the PS3. Not exactly sure why, but it's just not. We then have the Adventure Pack. This is the Griffin Park Observatory Adventure Pack, which includes Airstrike, the Earth Creation Crystal, and then the Griffin Park Observatory level piece. We have 2 combo packs, which include Wolfgang and an Undead Creation Crystal, and then Mysticat and the Magic Creation Crystal. This is the only way you're going to be able to get Mysticat in Wave 1. Mysticat in a single pack is a Wave 2 figure, but if you get the combo pack, you'll be able to get it in Wave 1 already. So the single packs then will include Ambush, Barbella, Chopscotch, Dr. Crankcase, Taekwon Crow, and Wolfgang. Once again, I've already mentioned Wolfgang up in the combo pack, but we're getting the single pack as well, all in Wave 1 already. And I think he's just going to be a really easy to find character. He'll probably be sitting on the shelves at a lot of stores. In addition to the figures then, of course, we have the creation crystals, which allow you to create your Imaginators. We're going to get a bunch of different single packs, which include the Air, Earth, Life, Light, Magic, Undead, and Water creation crystals. There'll also be 2 triple packs of creation crystals in Wave 1. This includes the magic, one triple pack will include a magic, attack, and an undead creation crystal. The second triple pack will include water, a life, and an air creation crystal. I will note that that first pack with the tech creation crystal, that's the only place you'll be able to get a tech creation crystal in Wave 1. Similarly, the Dark Edition starter pack has a dark creation crystal, and that is the only place in Wave 1 where you'll be able to get a dark creation crystal. So, a few details on how these are going to ship this year, because it's a little different. Normally, when these figures ship, we get a case of 12 figures, but it's an assortment, which means that there's going to be like 6 different characters in one case. And that there might only be 1 of one figure and 2 of another character and 3 of some other characters, and that's how we get all these figures that are rare and harder to find. But it seems that they're doing things differently this year. From what we've seen, it looks like they're going to be shipping each character individually. So they're each going to have their own case. They're all labeled separately. It's not in an assortment. And there's only going to be 6 figures per case. I think that's partly due to the fact that they changed the packaging around for these figures this year, as you've seen in the pictures, and they're only going to put 6 in each case. But the fact that each case only contains 1 character, I think that's going to be good overall for how rare or hard to find characters are. And I think it's going to be a lot easier to get your hands on what you're looking for. The creation crystals, however, they come in cases of 12, but they are still shipping as an assortment. So I'm not sure exactly what the distribution is going to look like on those. We're still going to have to wait and see how that turns out, but I'll let you know as soon as I know more. Finally, the mystery chests are going to come in cases of 24, but these are the ones that are shipping in blind bags. So all we know is they come in cases 24. I don't know if there's a certain number of each chest in each case, or if it's truly random, or how that's going to work out. If we find out something, I'll be sure to let you know. Let's see. Let's touch a little bit on Wave 2. We don't know nearly as much about Wave 2, but we do know a few things. The single pack figures we're looking at include Aurora, Ember, Hoodsickle, Mysticat, Starcast, and Tri-Tip. This is the regular Tri-Tip Not the legendary version that will be available on launch day, which I forgot to mention. That's the one variant we are sure about right now. The legendary tri-tip is coming out on launch day, day one. That's a Toys R Us exclusive again here in the US. And then Wave 2 will also include at least 2 new single pack creation crystals, which will include an Earth and a Tech. So there you have another option for your Tech if you wait to Wave 2, but you'll see more of that as we get closer to the date. Then I've heard a few of people kind of complaining, upset, disappointed at the amount of figures that we're getting in Wave 1, but I don't think you're including all the pack options here. A lot of people see that short list of 6 Sensei single pack figures, say that's all we're getting, 6 figures, but no, we are getting a lot more than that. In fact, we are getting more than 50% of the characters that are available overall. I'm not including variants. I'm just talking about there are 31 Sensei in the game, not including variants. And we are getting 16 of these characters available to you on day one. You have to get them from a couple of different sources, which I'm going to cover briefly here, but you do have the ability to pick up a lot of figures. So from the starter pack, just the standard starter pack, you have Kingpin and Golden Queen. If you pick up the Crash Edition, you can get Crash Bandicoot and Dr. Neo Cortex right away. Then in the Adventure Pack that we talked about, you get Airstrike. You have your 2 combo packs that include Wolfgang and Mysticat. Then you finally get into the single pack characters where you have Ambush, Barbella, Chopscotch, Dr. Crankcase, and Taekwon Crow. There is also, as I said, Wolfgang in the single packs, but I already included him up above in the combo pack, so I'm not going to count him twice. Then we have, if you went over to Amazon and got their exclusive Villain 5-pack, you can pick up 2 more characters. Hoodsickle, which is a Wave 2 character, but you can get him right away on launch day, as well as Chompy Mage, who is not even Wave 2, it's Wave 3 or later. You can get him on day 1 as well. Then if you had pre-ordered one of the starter packs, you'll be able to pick up Chaos. That's another one. And finally, I'm going to include one variant, as I kind of mentioned a couple times already, Legendary Tri-Tip, because Tri-Tip, his standard version, is a Wave 2 figure, so you're not going to be able to get that right away. But if you still want that Sensei and you want to try him out on day 1, you can pick up Legendary Tri-Tip from Toys R Us. And there you have it. You have 16 of the 31 Sensei characters. I think that's pretty good. That's a lot to play with. That's going to give you a lot of options and a lot to explore. So, that's all I have for you for this week. Until next time, enjoy.